Hey everyone, so we have some notes today. Section 7.2, similar triangles. And in this, it might look a little familiar because we have talked about proving triangles congruent with some shortcuts. Well, these are showing triangles are similar with some shortcuts. Okay, so here it says we can use the following shortcuts to determine if two triangles are similar. Now that's different. That's different than congruent. Okay, when the triangles are congruent, the corresponding angles are congruent and the corresponding sides are congruent. When triangles are similar, corresponding angles are congruent, but corresponding sides are proportional. Okay, and I'll eventually talk about that later more in class. So if you need to copy that down, pause it or rewind it, and you can copy it. So the first one we have angle similarity, and when I write it down, I'm just going to write down AA, and it pretty much says two triangles are similar if they have two pairs of congruent, that should say corresponding angles congruent. Okay, that should be corresponding. Let me fix that real quick. So again, it's kind of hard to see in here because I made this triangle a little small. But when we have this angle A congruent to angle D, because we know they're congruent because they're both 61 degrees, and then we have angle C congruent to angle F. Okay, we know this triangle is congruent to this triangle, and then the similarity statement would look like this. If I write this triangle as ACB, then I'd say triangle ACB is similar to DFE. DFE. Okay, and these two have to be in the same spot, and these two have to be in the same spot in the similarity statement. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle DFE. Okay, that's the angle similarity. And then we also have the side similarity. And for that one, again, I won't write side similarity. I'm just going to put SSS. But that says two triangles are similar if their corresponding sides are proportional. Okay, and the way we match these up. Okay, so I always look at one triangle and say, okay, this is the smallest side, the middle length, and then the largest length. So I take these sides and write them out in order from smallest to greatest. And then too, if the triangles are like from left to right, I always put the left measurements on top and then the right measurements on the bottom. And then if you guys aren't sure which one of these numbers to put down first, go with the smallest one, which is 10, and then 16, and then 22. And then you can either simplify these fractions or divide them to show that they're proportional. Now again, we know these are proportional because they all equal the same thing. Remember, a proportion is when you have two equal ratios. And even though there's 3 in here, you could cover that up and be like, oh look, it's still proportion. And I'm not going to write a similarity statement because I didn't name these triangles. So let's go on to the last one. The last shortcut, we have side angle side similarity. And again, I won't always write side angle side, I'll just put SAS. That says two triangles are similar if two pairs of corresponding sides are proportional and the included angles or the middle angle are congruent. Okay, so if you look at this, so first let's go with the corresponding sides being proportional. Again, the left ones go on top, and then the right numbers go on the bottom. And I just take, this is small, this is big, so I'm going to go small, big. So then same thing over here, take the smaller one, and then the bigger one. And then if you look at these, if you look at these, both of these fractions reduce down to 2/3. So we know they're proportional, and then the angle that's in the middle, right, the included angle Z is congruent to angle M. And then for this one, I am going to write the similar statement because I do have letters around these. So I'm going to go small side, the small side, angle, big side. So if I name that, it's going to go Y, Z, X. So triangle Y, Z, X is similar to triangle. And then again, small side, angle, bigger side. So it's going to go L, M, N. L, M, N. So first, the corresponding sides are proportional, and then the included angle is congruent, and then we could say, yeah, they're similar. And this one would be by side, angle, side. So pause that and copy it if you need to. I'm gonna flip it over and do some examples. So in the examples, it says explain why the two triangles are similar and write a similarity statement. Okay, so pause this and copy some of these, and then we'll go ahead and work them out. So if you look at these, always try to keep in mind the similarity statements or the similarity conjectures, shortcuts. There was side, 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 angle, angle, and then side, angle, side. Not in that order. That's just how I remember them. Okay. So if you look at these, see how you have two angles congruent? Well, that's how I know this triangle is congruent to this triangle. Okay. So we can say, let's go from left to right. This is 59 degrees, that's 59 degrees. So angle C is congruent to angle F. And then that's 61 degrees and that's 61 degrees. So we know angle A is congruent to angle E. Okay. So we have two angles congruent. So then I can say triangle, and then I'm going to go CAB. I'm just naming it small, medium, and then whatever this is. So 59, 61, nothing. CAB is similar, and then again on this one, same process. 59, 61, nothing. So 59, the 59 degrees F, the 61 degrees E, and then the angle that doesn't have anything on there is D. E, I forgot my triangle in front. So I know these two triangles are similar, and they're similar by angle, angle. Okay. So pause that and copy it. And let's do B. So for B, I should have used a different color, huh? But for B, if you look, we have the measurement of all the sides. So most likely, you should think, hey, I'm going to try to check the side, side, side similarity conjecture. And that one said, if the corresponding sides are proportional, then the two triangles are similar. So again, these are the left ones. I'm going to put those numbers on top. And I go from smallest to biggest. 4, 6, 8. 4, 6, 8. And then I'm going to match it up with these numbers from smallest to biggest. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then simplify these. Well, I know that's 2. That's 2. That's 2. Because they are all equal, I know the two triangles are similar. Okay, so now we just need to name them. So I went from the small side, medium side, to the largest side. So that's going from A to M to T. A, M, T. And then this is going across the small side, medium side, big side. So when I do that, it goes from X to Z to Y. Okay? X, Z, Y. And then those two triangles are similar by the side, side, side. Right? The three corresponding sides are proportional. And if you want to keep it as a ratio, you can write it as 2 over 1. Right? Because this does technically reduce as 2 over 1. You don't have to. We could have left it as 2. Really here we're just checking to make sure it equals the same thing. And then the last one, again, because we have information about two sides and an angle, well then you should think two sides and an angle. You should think, hey, I should try to check the side angle side similarity conjecture. So I need to check two things for this one. First, I need to verify that the corresponding sides are proportional. Then I need to make sure that we have like a congruent angle. Okay, so again, on this left one, I'm going to put the numbers on top. And I only have two numbers. Put the small one and then the big one. Small one, big one. And then for this one, I have two numbers. Take the small one and then write down the big one. Okay, and then this, watch, I'm going to show you a different way you can check this. This 15 over 10, if you take your calculator, there's different ways you can do this. Let's just say you want to check it as a decimal. If you divide it, 15 divided by 10, you get 1.5. So I know that's 1.5. And then 36 over 4, let's try 36 over 24, I mean. You get 1.5. So they are proportional, they're equal. And then the angle that's congruent is in the middle, it's angle M. And then angle T. So they are congruent by side angle side. Now we just need to name them. So yes, the two triangles are similar, I mean, by side angle side. The only thing left to do is to name the triangles. So again, I'm thinking let's go across the small side and then the bigger side. So if we do that, we start at L, go to M, and then go to N. L, M, N. So it goes across the small side, and then the bigger side. So same thing here, across the small side, and then the bigger side. So that would start at S, go to T, and then R. S, T, R. And that's it. If you need more time or if you need to see that, rewind it. Let's do some work.